And I would hope that all of you would see yourselves as soloists. I mean, we've all got stories to tell. But, I mean, just the mere mention of it, and some of you are going, wow, I'm glad the ceiling's got pretty high. Rising as we speak. And like, wow. Now, I mean, all right, put your books down for a second. We're all going to improvise for a few minutes, okay? Yes. The cool thing about improvising together is that it's the most anonymous thing in the room. Because everybody's doing it, so therefore I'm not on parade, okay? Now, if you are like majorly self-conscious, then I encourage you to create the concert hall for one, okay? Take one hand, tuck it behind one of your ears, take your other hand, put it right in front of here, and all the sound is going to go right from here to here, and nobody else can hear it, okay? Now, if you're not that timid and you can just do what you're doing, realizing that everybody else is doing what they're doing, just improvise, okay? 1, 2, everybody go. When everybody's doing it, right? It only gets a little brittle and a little scary when it becomes everybody's listening to me. Okay? You know, we improvise. Every one of us improvises throughout our day, don't we? I mean, I'm not referring to, you know, scatting at your desk. I mean, how many of you was dinner tonight sort of, you put together what you had to work with? How many is that? Many nights a week, right? It's like, okay, I'm making something with what I got to work. That's improvising, okay? It's like, okay, well, let's see. You know, about once a week we do what we call dump soup, right? It's just bits of leftovers of this and that, and we're making soup out of it. And you know, no 2 weeks is it ever the same, because it's just a combination of things we have to work with, experiences we've had with food the previous few days. Many of you are like me. I figure out what it is I'm going to wear today once I am up and out of the shower. It's like, okay. I don't lay my clothes out the night before. Not that I, poo-poo anybody that does do that. But most of us are fairly spontaneous about it. I mean, Lord knows that sometimes we have to come up with an alternate route to get to where we're going because of traffic or weather or, some of us have to, we try and avoid the bus routes because that's going to add another 20 minutes to our day if we happen to get on a road. And so we improvise. We do this all the time. So as we improvise as musicians, we're just making something up based upon what we feel, what we've experienced. I don't believe it to be as much performing and composing music at the same time. It's more performing and arranging music. Just taking ideas that we've heard and doing them at the same time. Just putting them together at the same time we're doing it. As opposed to doing it in advance, deciding whether we like it, and then doing it. Okay? So, I'm going to sing a phrase, and I just want you to respond to that phrase. Okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Your turn.
Yeah, Joe.
Give yourself a hand.
Woo!
So good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. And you know, the most beautiful thing about improvisation is it is you as you are today telling what you need to tell today. And it might be different tomorrow, might be completely different tomorrow. It's supposed to be different. You don't all wear the same clothes to rehearsal on Monday nights, every Monday night. No, you're
Not anymore.
different, right? You wear your hair differently, some of you. We're supposed to be different. We're supposed to be different. And it's it's completely unwritten. When we're knee-high to a hubcap, when we're that tall, we improvise all the time. I mean, every one of us, before we could use our words, we just made sounds, didn't we? Goo goo gaga. You know, I mean, we made sounds that we could make. And our parents, bless their hearts, they mimicked us as they gave us fuel. Goo goo gaga gaga. You know, and then we goo goo gaga gaga. And we would just make sounds, right? We were communicating. We didn't have any rules to follow. Therefore, we did it very comfortably. When we get taller, it seemingly goes with getting a little bit taller. What age is it that we start getting really hung up upon our self-image and how people view us? It's getting younger
10,
and younger, isn't it?
yeah.
Okay? Used to be, junior high age, or now it's before middle school in many cases. And young kids are very, very aware of their place on the planet. And they want to be accepted, and they want to be honored for just simply being themselves. And they do want to be themselves, don't they? Every one of us wants to be ourselves. This is the perfect way to truly be yourself. It's the risk of making a sound that you didn't intend to make. Well, our dear friend Ella Fitzgerald took care of that for us. She made plenty of sounds that she didn't intend to make. And most of them, she handled it so gracefully that they became hits. I mean, I've never seen an artist that forgot the words so many times and had it work out in her favor. But yet we think of her as the high priestess of vocal improvisation. I'm pretty sure that dear Ella was not a brilliant scat singer from day one, was she? No, she had to have her share of oops notes, okay? I like to think that I was pre-programmed onto this planet with a finite number of bad notes. And the sooner I get rid of all the bad notes, what's left?
Nice.
Only the good ones. So those of you that are afraid to be heard doing a bad note, you're hoarding bad notes. Spend your bad notes as freely and quickly as you can so that all that's left are the good ones. Okay? But I'm thankful that you were willing to at least do a little back and forth trading of phrases.
Well, it's fun.
You can do that amongst yourselves as well. Okay? And if even a few of you heard from the person sitting next to you something that you never thought you'd hear from them, you can walk away tonight going, I learned something about that was really cool. Okay? Because you all have stories to tell. And not a one of you didn't speak from your soul. That's the cool thing. Okay? And it's great for the players because they get to play multiple choruses of
Over
the
and
fact that
over.
They get to play together for an extended period of time is great for them because it helps them communicate with each other. It helps them lock in their time even better. It's all good. Okay, now what do we do? Now that I've